Hello all, my name is Kate and welcome to my channel. I got on a little early, about 1 minute early. I wanted to make sure my iPad was working. Last time I did a live, I was on my iPhone and it was really hard to read the comments and I just kept carrying it around and carrying it around. So I thought I'd try my iPad this time. What we're going to talk about today is going to be, because I'm really into the keto and some of my keto challenges, plus some of the real benefits of keto. Like I have like psoriasis that I'm battling all the time, having challenges. Hello, how you doing? Oh, am I too loud? I'm sorry. Hey, Albina, how you doing? So I'm going to be talking about the keto. That's great. I'm going to be talking about the keto and some of the challenges I have with it, and also how it helps me. It has helped me a lot with my psoriasis I have. So this is not supposed to be a cooking show, but I am actually cooking stuff for myself tomorrow. So what I'm going to do is I thought I'll bring you guys closer. Hold on. I don't want to drop you. Let me see. Can you see this? Cooking is always great, yeah. Hey, Miss Dot. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just browning some ground beef to go into I do scrambled eggs or I do omelet for my keto breakfast. So I'm just browning the ground beef right now. And I already grated up some onions. Like, you guys like my apron? Yeah, I love wearing aprons. If I don't, I wear everything. So I put some grated onions in here. And I love onions, so I put tons of it in there. I like to brown up my ground beef. See, I can't edit that. Hey, Fitness Den. I'm cooking me up some ground beef for tomorrow to go with my omelet or scrambled eggs, whatever I want. So I got ground beef, onions, and then I like to add some spices. I put a little bit of coriander, just a little bit. Coriander is cilantro, and I really don't like cilantro too much. Cayenne pepper, spice of life. A smidge of cumin. I really don't like cumin either, but a smidge will work. Yeah, you can always hardly see it. And believe it or not, cinnamon. Now, when I went to Morocco, I seen them cook a lot of ground beef with cinnamon. I'm going like, wait a minute, that's for desserts. That's a dessert thing or something. And it's like, that's the only thing I put cinnamon on, but they put it on ground beef. So, put some cinnamon, and plus I get it all over the stove. Some cinnamon in there. Oh, and you can't forget turmeric. And I add salt. This says Himalayan salt, but it's not. It's the Redmond's real salt. This is what I get. Comes from Utah. It's the real salt. The Italians use cinnamon for pasta, huh? On pasta. I don't know if this is doing any, like I see Miss Dot say it was doing some glitching. I'm on my iPad that I just found. It was in a box since I moved 1.5 years ago. So I've been working on it all day trying to get it to work correctly. So it might just be my iPad. I wanted to use my laptop, but I couldn't get the camera to work. I couldn't get the hook up. I went to all settings. I went everywhere. I Googled everything. So it is what it is. If this isn't that great, next time I'll go back to my iPhone and I will try to fix my laptop to see if I can get it to work. Okay, so right now I'm just browning up the ground beef and the onions. Like I said, this is going to be tomorrow for my scrambled eggs or omelet, whatever I want to make for breakfast. Keto friendly. You couldn't see what that was. Keto friendly. Some people don't like a lot of spices. I'm a spice girl. Yeah, I'm one of the spice girls. I'm a nut. So, I'm just going to brown this up, drain it, put it in the fridge, and I'm good for tomorrow. But I wanted to talk to you guys about the keto. Most of the keto meals I do, pretty much, with the meats, you can use, looks yummy, yeah, a lot of spices are really good. Thanks, Miss Dot. So, I use mostly beef, chicken. I don't really use, yeah, it's always good to prepare your meal early. So all you gotta do when you get up or when you're like having breakfast, all you gotta do is dish it out, put it on the plate, put it with the eggs, heat it up in the microwave, sit down, have a cup of coffee, and you're good to go. So again, with the keto stuff, I use a lot of it. I cook either steaks, ground beef. I try to use grass-fed or the good beef that doesn't have any GMOs or steroids, antibiotics, any of that kind of stuff. Try to get the more natural. I love the prep. You know that. So, the best meat that you could get, now right now, while we have the stay at home and the meat supplies are very, very short, hard to get. At my food line, you only allow 2 meats per person. Sometimes I gotta want to get the cheaper meat. I get the cheaper ground beef, but it's the 80-20 I get with more fat. The 80-20, so you start turning this off. It's an electric stove, and how they are. They keep cooking once you turn it off. Before I came here, I had a gas stove. I was burning everything. I was burning everything right and left. It's like, oh my gosh, smoke detector, the alarm went off so many times. It's a wonder the neighbors didn't come rushing over. See, I can't edit that out either. That's the problem with live. So for keto, let me try to stay on focus. For keto, the good meats, the good vegetables, the fresher the better. There's certain ones that are a lot better for you. Of course, like carrots, if they got high carbs, you really don't want to. You don't really want to eat those or many of those. So I try to keep it low carb, and you can try to eat a cup. I missed who that was, but hello. You try to eat as many vegetables as you can. Now, of course, there's an alternative which is called carnivore, which my brother does. I try carnivore, but I have to have some kind of veggie in my diet. So I eat a lot of the meats. I don't eat no more potatoes. Oh, hey, Marie. So I do a lot of ground beef, chicken, fish I don't really like, but I will eat occasionally. Occasionally. Hardly never. So, but I try to get the better cuts of meat, but right now it's just, like you find ground beef on the shelf, I just take the ground beef, or I take the steak if I can find it on the shelf, as long as it's not too expensive. So you could do this, I ground up this ground beef, and you could pretty much mix it into, I'm glad you did too, Marie, thank you. I'm glad you caught me live. My second live, I just thought I'd try something new. So ground beef, you can cook it up, you can put it in the fridge, you can do anything. you want with it. You can make a salad, put the ground beef on it, and put some taco sauce on it. Yes, it is really healthy. And put taco sauce on it and make a taco salad with the ground beef. You could add in anything. If you want to, you could do stuffed peppers. I'll have to get about those peppers though. For me, I really can't do those stuffed peppers. But it's really a good go-to to add to anything, any vegetable or any egg product or whatever to make your meal better and have that meat and have that something extra instead of just eating veggies. So this is why I like the ground beef. I just turned it off and I'm letting it cook. Now, with the keto, like I said, with the vegetables, I try to stick to mostly leafy greens. Here, I'm going to change you guys around because it looks like there's a lot of white in the background. I hope I don't drop you. Hold on. Is that better? So, like I said, I was just making that up for my breakfast and everything for tomorrow. But you could also use taco mix in it, like I said, with the ground beef, of course, and you can put it over your salad. And you got to be careful with the taco mix when it comes to keto. It's like this one says, you know, the spices are chili peppers, cumin, salt, cornstarch, onion, and garlic. But this says less sodium, which sodium is fine if you get the right type of salt. Sodium is fine on keto. As you can see this has maltodextrose right there. Maltodextrose, do you see that? That is sugar. That is sugar. Sugar is not good. So, at least not for me. I'm diabetic and I have an autoimmune problem. I got psoriasis. We'll talk about that soon. So anything with high carbs, sugar, carbs turn into sugar, so it's basically sugar. I try to stay away from. Also, there's sugar substitutes. Now, I know there's a lot of crappy sugar substitutes out there. There's ones that, you know, oh yeah, take this is great for your diet. Maybe great for your diet, but not for your health. So what I try to use, I try to go as natural as possible. So I do use stevia, but it's the organic, and it has erythritol, not dextrose in it. Now some people can't handle erythritol, but I can, and it's natural. Believe it or not, it sounds like it's a drug, but it's natural. But the dextrose, of course, is sugar, you know, and that makes my blood sugar spike. So I try to go, there's two different stevias on the market. You got to really look to see if it has that multidextrose or dextrose in it, if you want to stay away from sugar. Now here's like one right here. It will say stevia, zing, organic. Sounds great, doesn't it? I bought this one time by mistake. But if you can see organic, can you see where it says dextrose? So this can spike my sugar a little bit. Now what I found with some sweeteners, like I can't have honey. Honey is not good. But I could have molasses. I couldn't believe it that online said that molasses does not, like blackstrap molasses, does not spike your sugar like honey and maple syrup. I did an experiment on myself. I took I took my blood sugar, took a teaspoon of this. First I took my blood sugar, and it was about 93. I took a teaspoon of this and I waited about an hour, and my blood sugar was 91. Maybe it doesn't metabolize really quickly or whatever, but molasses is something you have to really get used to. I know, isn't that surprising? I seen online, I thought like, no, that can't be true. It's sweet, but you know what? It's an acquired taste. Let's face it, molasses is nothing like honey. My dad used to eat this stuff. I could put on some things and put in some things now. I'm getting used to it. You have to get used to it. But it really didn't raise my blood sugar, which I was really amazed. I thought it was just, something. I got to debunk this. It was something, not right. keep on getting his notifications. So, if anybody's diabetic, like, I mean, don't do this, you know, maybe ask your doctor or something like this. I experiment on myself. But if you got pretty good controlled blood sugar, maybe try one time taking your blood sugar, taking a teaspoon, whatever, just see if it works for you. Me, it did. But don't tell anybody I told you to do that. So that is some of the things you have to watch out when you're cooking. Like if you're diabetic, if you're on a keto diet. The keto diet is really just eliminating bad carbs and sugars. Pretty much you could eat a lot of vegetables. You could even eat the vegetables that have sugar in it, that have a lot of carbs and carrots and stuff if you're controlled, not a lot. But it's really just a healthy diet. Healthy diet, take out sugar and processed foods, and basically there you go, keto. That's why when some people say, well, I can't do keto, I said, well, it's just eliminating the bad stuff. You know, try to get things and try to eat fresh vegetables from the store. I mean, you know, I guess I can take this apron off now. Try to eat fresh vegetables, and bagged would be next. Fresh is good, bag is next, and canned, of course, is the last. That's in my prepping stuff in case that, you know what, hits the fan. Yeah, well, if that happens, I'll eat canned foods. But I like to get on a little bit about some things, not only that I eat, like let's say for vegetables. I actually wrote this down. You know, I'm 61 here, people. Asparagus, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, cauliflower, celery, cucumbers, green beans. They're all keto friendly, plus other vegetables. Now, the thing I have problems with is because, like I said earlier, I have psoriasis. You know, turn away if you don't want to see this, guys. I don't know if you get a good view, but here is, if you can see a little bit of my psoriasis. Hold on a minute. Right here. Can you see it? Could you see it? Thumbs up if you could see it. Hello? Could you guys see that, or was that a good picture? Yes, you've seen it. Okay. That used to be at the whole base of my skull, called the occipital ridge here, and all behind my ears, all the way up, and my family could tell you this, and my ears even peeling, and my back of my ears like blood red. Well, the back of my ears are not blood red anymore, if you can see. I can't tell if you're seeing my ears or not. But what I did was with the keto diet was eliminate all those sugars and carbs, which is bad for your immune system. And we all know a compromised immune system, you know, can lead to different things like autoimmune problems. So by me doing that, doing the carb-free or low-carb diet, keto diet, and intermittent fasting, they work great together. I mean, people are not, I think it was a fly or something. People are not supposed to eat 4, 5, 6, 7 times a day, really. Because every time you eat, you spike your insulin. So everybody's saying, oh, you know, eat and take about 4 or 5 snacks. I did that. I used to do that. That didn't get me anywhere. My insulin still went up and away. I used to be such a bad diabetic that my A1C, if anybody knows what that is, was 11. Recently, I took my A1C and it was 5. So, you know, keto and exercise works. So anyway, I think it's just good to, you know, eat right, eat as good as you can. I mean, I know it's terrible times nowadays. I know a lot of people. My husband goes to he does pizza delivery, and it's been on the rise. Yeah, pizza delivery has been on the rise. I'm thinking of all these people just putting this stuff into their system. You know, try to do home cooking when possible. Okay, now I want to tell you another thing too with the psoriasis. And this also has to do with the keto. Like I said, eating the keto. Oh, before I do that, I have to show you this. My daughter, Jennifer, for Mother's Day, sent me this. Isn't that gorgeous? And it's got the little spoon with the rose on it. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? Of course, hand washed. I can't wait to use it. Thank you, Miss Dot. Yeah, it's really beautiful. It's really heavy. The glass is heavy, so it's really well made. But back to the psoriasis thing. Nightshades. I've been finding this out for a while. And hold a second. I had to scratch my nose. Nightshade vegetables really irritate it, like tomatoes. Tomatoes, peppers, eggplant. Well, I don't eat eggplant, so I know it's not that one. But the tomatoes and peppers, I really love. And I noticed it would irritate my psoriasis. So I have to like eliminate or reduce eating them. I wouldn't say I eliminated them. If I eliminated them, I probably wouldn't have this patch on the back of my neck. But I have reduced them. But another thing too, which I want to talk about when it comes to spices. The cinnamon that I was talking about. There's two different kinds of cinnamons. The regular, what they call, I think it's called the casein or whatever. And then it's the Ceylon cinnamon. The casein cinnamon, if I can get this right, it's called coumarin in it. Coumarin can be, if in high doses, or at least in mice it has, high doses actually can cause liver damage. And, you know, I survived liver cancer, so I'm not looking to damage my liver. But I don't really eat a lot. Now, they don't say in mice they might have to eat a ton of this stuff. But the regular cinnamon has a lot of that in there. Like, I don't know if it's 17 milligrams or what per, I don't know. I can't remember per serving. But this has, the Ceylon cinnamon has very, very little of the coumarin, I think that's what it's called. So this is much healthier. This is a much healthier cinnamon. Yes, it is a little more expensive. I think it's made in, I can't remember what country it's made in. You can use regular cinnamon, but this is actually the best cinnamon to use, the more beneficial cinnamon to use. The coumarin is actually found also in anticoagulants like warfarin and stuff like that. So you don't really want to eat too much of that. You know, you don't want to eat too much cinnamon. But anyway, so that's just like an FYI. That cinnamon is better for you. And like I said, as far as the keto stuff, oh, and one other thing I wanted to add too. During this time, you know, with the stay home and everything, you know, make sure you guys are building your immune system. Take multivitamins. Hold on. I take vitamin C, a multivitamin for women, B complex, and zinc. A lot of times you don't get enough of it in your food anymore. So anyway, I hope this has been a little helpful. I'm going to probably do another live this Saturday, but that will probably be on my handbags, which I know a lot of you people that watch this love the handbag videos. But I just when I put my post out there and said, you know, if you guys want to see anything about this, that, keto, whatever, a couple people said they wanted to see stuff about keto. Yeah, keto and natural yeast, would you say is good for you? Like, you're talking about the, which one is that one? It is a yeast product, but that actually comes from molasses. Nutritional yeast. It's called nutritional yeast, and that actually comes from molasses, believe it or not. So that's a very good, I'll show you that product. Hold on. nutritional yeast. That's very good also. I put that on my eggs in the morning. It tastes like cheese. So, you know, I hope everybody got a little bit of something out of this live video. Like I said, this is only my second live, so I'm trying to get my thoughts and my stuff and my information together. I'm so used to doing a regular video and then just editing and putting information in like that. So I thought I would try this live and see how it works out. So do you like the live? Looks like you're okay with the live. I just wish I could get more people to watch the live. But I guess that would come with time. Pecan Tan Beauty, hello. Oh my gosh. This is my second video live. I'm trying to mix it up a bit and try something. Earlier in the video, I was doing some cooking, so you might want to do a replay on that earlier. But yeah, you can watch the replay. It was only making some spicy ground beef to go with my keto stuff. And also, I'm looking at maybe this Saturday doing a purse video live. So I got some ideas spinning around in my head. It's strange though doing the live, like I said, you can't do any editing. And this is, oh, thank you so much. Thank you. You know, it's been difficult with the stay at home though. I gotta say, it's horrible to say, I gained back 5 pounds, but I'm on my way to losing. I've already lost 1 pound to 5 pounds, so I'm on my way back down. Ate some things I shouldn't have eaten. Is there a fly still in here? Driving me crazy. So, but you know, you slip sometimes. Like I said, if everybody was on here and said, I did keto and never had a problem and did everything right and ate all the right foods, other people say, well, I'm not going to do that because I know I'm going to fail and I don't want to be the, you know. But there are challenges. There are challenges, but for me, it's the health benefits. I don't want to go back to where I was weight-wise or liver cancer-wise or diabetes. My diabetic is in control, my high blood pressure is controlled, whatever. So the keto, eating the good foods, and trying to get the good spices, yeah, it is. It is, but it's kind of hard because most of the people that I've talked to that are doing the keto, like me, we all started off as carboholics. And what's funny, not but my husband is thin. He can eat anything he wants, chocolate, potato chips, or whatever, and he brings the stuff into the house. I told him, I said, babe, I'm a carboholic. I said, if it sits here too long, you know I'm going to eat some. So that was my problem. He kept on bringing bags and bags of chips. Buy one, get one half off. Or buy one, get one free. Yeah. So anyway, I gained 5 pounds, but now I'm on my way down to losing it. Like I said, I've already lost 1 pound from the 5. So it's, and the thing is, it's for your health. Believe me. Most all diseases, I can't say all, but from my point of view, are inflammatory responses. And inflammatory responses are due to too much sugar. Yeah, it's hard to completely quit carbs. Yeah, I hear that, Pecan Tan Beauty. I mean, you have to. It's great for, you know, it's great. You lose the weight, you get down where you are, but it's trying to sustain it, you know, trying to keep the weight off and eat right. There's too much junk out there. So anyway, the keto is a good program. But if people get worried about the name of it or whatever it is, it's just eliminating the bad carbs. That's really all it is eating a diet, you know, no bread, no rice, no potatoes, not even sweet potatoes. Anything that has high carbs, everything will tell you it has high carbs. You really want to stay under, I would say starting keto, you want to stay under at least 100 carbs a day. Then you get down to 50 carbs a day. And then you ultimately 20 carbs a day. And believe me, you can eat a lot of food and stay under 20 carbs a day. I used to eat a lot of food, a lot of vegetables and meat, and be like sometimes 9 carbs in one day. So, and of course, drinking water. You need to hydrate, you need to drink. That's a given. That's a given. Yeah, food is the devil. Yeah, don't you know it? Fast food. Food, home cooked meals, at least you know what you're putting in it. At least you know if you're having coconut oil, grass-fed butter, avocado oil. But most fast foods and restaurants use either vegetable oil, which has no vegetables in it. It's nothing good for you in vegetable oil, or even canola oil. Now, they say the organic, whatever, canola oil, whatever, is not as bad, but actually it is. Yeah, I love coconut oil. I actually got to get some more of this. I usually buy this 2 at a time. But so restaurants, you're probably getting either vegetable or canola oil, or could be margarine put in things. I mean, it's so much better to cook for yourself, and that's what I was showing earlier when I was making this ground beef and onions with the spices. I make it up now. I make up a pound, sometimes 2 pounds at a time, put it in the refrigerator. Tomorrow I'll have scrambled eggs, dish some out with scrambled eggs, or I'll make an omelet and put it in the omelet. Wrap it on up. And it's delicious. But there's no way people like early in the morning are going to want to sit there. I'm going to make ground beef and onions and this, that, and the other. I've actually even made my scrambled eggs, like around 10 eggs with mushrooms and onions and everything the night before. And between the ground beef and the scrambled eggs, they've lasted me and my husband like 2 days for breakfast. So it's all about prepping meals. So, yeah, I really enjoy this. It actually helps me to talk about keto because it keeps it forefront. Keeps me on the keto. Well, I mean, I will never get off of keto, because if I get off of keto, I might as well just, sign myself up for a hospital stay. So for me, it's like, medicine, doctor's hospital, or keto. I really don't have any other option. Because I can't have bread, I can't have the stuff I can't eat what we say normal people would eat, which is not actually normal for your body to eat that stuff. How many restaurants do you go and they put a big thing of bread out there, of nice warm bread with butter? And how many restaurants probably, the nice, great, look, salads, but they give you the homemade dressing, which probably has vegetable oil in it. So yeah, I stay away from restaurants right now. Everybody has to anyway. But I stay from restaurants and candy aisles and chip aisles. If I do have a soda, here you go. I do treat myself sometimes. Every once in a while I might have an iced drink. They are good. 0 calories. I don't know how healthy, but they're good. Or if you want a soda really, really bad, hold on. Zevia, ginger root beer. It is good. Yeah, fast food. Hey, says what? I'm showing an alternative to soda. This costs about $5 a 6-pack. But I'm telling you, it's natural flavoring. What is in this? Stevia leaf extract, natural flavored citric acid. Never spikes my blood sugar. Never. And I could have a soda. This is usually my my dinner treat. So in Food Lion, it's about $4.99 for a 6-pack. I try to get it when it's $3.99 for a 6-pack when it's on sale, and I'll buy like 2 or 3 of these and just stick them in my fridge. Even my husband doesn't like anything diet, anything low sugar, nothing. He'll drink this. And it's not brown. It doesn't have food coloring in it like root beer. It's not brown. It's clear. But it tastes a little bit ginger. It's a ginger root beer, a little bit different. But it's actually good. It's actually good. They have other flavors. Other flavors I don't really care for too much. I mean, other people might, but this is good. Okay, I'm going to put it back in the fridge. And as far as eggs, I try to get the good eggs. Yes, they are more expensive. The Vital eggs are really good for you. I mean, the yolks are so yellow, they're like almost orangish. There's, but these are the next best. Or if I can't find eggs, I'll just get any old eggs. I mean, if the eggs are like right off the shelf, I'll get anything. But if I can get good eggs, I'll get these. So basically with keto, which if anybody wants me to, I'll start like maybe doing some videos of cooking or prepping for some keto meals. But it's really pretty simple. It's really pretty simple. It's just steak and eggs. Oh, don't you know it? I like a nice 8-ounce steak with some over medium eggs. Really makes me hungry. And of course, sometimes I'll make for breakfast, which I slowed down and actually stopped doing right now, was turkey bacon. It has a lot of nitrates and everything in it. A lot of stuff put in there. But I mean, it's better to eat turkey bacon with nitrates than it is to eat a bag of chips for breakfast. Yeah, I enjoy steak and eggs. Oh my God. Can't eat every day. But that's why I make some ground beef and mix it in with, and put it in my omelet or put it in my scrambled eggs. There's so many different things with keto that I shouldn't even call it keto. It's like, hey, why don't you guys all just eat right? Not do what my mom taught me. Yeah, I was raised on fried chicken with mashed potatoes, gravy, corn, and biscuits. I know. Believe me, they were delicious dinners. But your body is actually not made to process the flour that we have, the bleached flour, the way it's processed today. You're pretty much, it's just kind of poison to your system, and your liver's got to break all that down, has to break everything down, The liver creates the bile that goes into your intestines to break all that stuff down. Of course, I've had, with the previous history of liver cancer, I've learned a lot about the liver. It's like this, the filter for your whole freaking system, So I need to treat mine well. And remember, the liver will not give you any signs of difficulty, zero zilch, until it's basically too late. Mine was caught accidentally. I had blood tests that said, oh, my liver enzymes were elevated. Oh, well, Dr. Roy doesn't say, hey, watch what you eat. Let me give you some more stuff for your diabetes. Okay, which just made me gain more weight. Went from the pills onto the insulin, yada, yada, right? So then after that, then I started to have, the tests were getting worse. The levels were elevated. Then I got it down, the levels were down. Then I had a scan or something like that, and I had scarring, which is cirrhosis of the liver. So I went from fatty liver to cirrhosis of the liver to liver cancer, primary liver cancer, HCC, hepatocellular carcinoma. So I felt no pain, nothing. I felt, well, sluggish from being diabetic and being overweight. But by me going to doctors to get checked for my bladder for something, they accidentally found the 2 tumors in my liver. If they didn't do that, I would have been dead. Even the doctors at Johns Hopkins said 99.9% of the time, people do not know they have liver cancer unless they're in a lot of pain and discomfort. And by the time you get there, it's too late. You know, if they catch it early, it was like, to me, it was like a miracle. I went for checking on my bladder and they found that. I would have never, and then I had something like a cyst on my ovary. And I remember a doctor I went to about cyst on my ovary. And he says, well, I'm not worried about the cyst in your ovary. It was, female doctor, so I'm not worried about, a gynecologist, I'm not worried about the cyst on your ovary. I'm worried about the 2 tumors in your liver. I said, the what? Yeah, nobody told me about it. My regular doctor didn't even tell me about it because it was some doctor that did the kidney thing. I never knew I had it. I didn't even know I had liver cancer. And then by the time with Johns Hopkins, the funny, which is not a funny thing, he goes, well, I got to take your information, all your CAT scans and blah, 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 and all this kind of stuff and MRIs. I got to take this all to the tumor board. So, yeah, Johns Hopkins has a tumor board. So I'll call you Wednesday about 3. The meeting ends at 3. I'll call you after that. And I'm thinking, you know how doctors call you? Yeah, I might hear from you Thursday, Friday, the following week. Do you know 10 minutes after 3 on that day, the phone rang and I had caller ID. It said Johns Hopkins. I thought I was going to keel over. And when I picked up the phone, he went right to it. I just left the tumor board. So I knew it was bad news. You definitely have liver cancer. It's HCC. You have 2 tumors and they're growing. Your options are, just straight to the point. I could have a liver transplant or I could have a liver resection. Take a third of my liver out. And I said, well, how long to wait for the transplant? Well, it could be 5 years. I said, okay, well, I'll be dead, right? So let's do the resection. So I didn't really want to bring all the stuff, the liver cancer in, but the liver cancer ties in with what I was eating. Basically, what I was doing was killing myself. The doctor said everything that's happened to me with the diabetes, the liver, and everything, self-induced. What I was eating, how I was taking care of myself. So again, circle back to keto. I wanted to make myself healthy. I wanted to make myself healthy. Yeah, I choose life. Yeah, I mean, I'd like for everybody to have, I had a wake-up call. I had a wake-up call and a half. I want to see my grandchildren. Love to see my great-grands. But a lot of times when we're younger, we think we're immortal. Oh, I'll just drink that 6-pack of beer and just down that cake. And when I was younger, I could eat a whole cheesecake, lose 4 pounds. Now I look at it and gain 10. But what you do to yourself when you're younger, your body oh, I remember that, I remember that, I remember that. So it's a cumulative. This is a cumulative. It's not like all of a sudden, one year I decided, well, I'm eating bread that year and this, that, the other, then I wound up with cancer. Oh, no, I've been abusing myself for years. But, oh yeah, I love my purses. I love my purses. And that's what my next video is going to be on. I might get you guys to pick out which one I should carry. I'm in a dilemma right now. And I might have something else coming up about purses soon too. But I think I'm going to do a live this Saturday. And maybe get you guys to help me with something that I'm working on, with my purses. But I just, especially with this stay-at-home and all, just all I'm saying is eat good, feed your kids good. If they want a snack, give them an apple. I know there's kids right now that have allergies and have issues with skin problems and like psoriasis or eczema and other things too. I mean, it's autoimmune is basically a confused immune system. You're freaking confusing your immune system. So I don't know. I don't want to go on a rant about that. I really just want to, talk about. I have so many benefits from this, so many health benefits from this. I really want other people to say, maybe I should give this a try. Maybe I should drop that bread. Maybe I should just drop those potatoes. Do cauliflower instead of potatoes. Mashed cauliflower is not too bad. Actually, I like it. So there's always an alternative. But remember, most of us are carb-aholics. And your mind is going to be saying, gee, I really want those chips. I'd love to have that Reese cup. Oh, just one piece. Just one piece of chocolate. That's all I want. I just want one chocolate strawberry. That's all. Yeah. I mean, but it's like leading it to another drug. Oh, I think I'm just going to eat some popcorn. Well, eat a few chips. I only want a couple wedges of chocolate. Oh, I'm going out for dinner. I'll eat better the next day. So I think I'll have me a nice dessert. I've done that. You think you're rewarding yourself, but you're not rewarding yourself. You're poisoning yourself. Think about that. That's what I try to think of when I pick up something that's bad. I'm not rewarding myself. I feel for me, I'm poisoning myself. Like I said, this is all my journey, my stuff, what I have learned. And, this is what works for me. You know what? The fitness den on there is my brother. So he makes fun of me with my purses sometimes. Ignore him. He knows I name my purses. So, anyway, let me see how long we've been talking. 47 minutes. Is there anything else, you guys? You got some questions about keto? Did I actually beat it home about eating good and eating healthy? I hope it wasn't too aggressive. I don't know. I guess when it comes to stuff like this, eating right, doing the right things, I know it's challenging. I know it's extremely challenging. And you got to pull it up from your soul. You got to pull it up from the insides to stay away from those carbs. But the more you do, easier it gets. And of course, there could be times like, some depressive times. Yeah, I'm passionate about it. So right says what? But we know what I'm more passionate about? Ivana, hey, how you doing? You know what I'm more passionate about? I don't want other people to go through what I went through. If I could get people to realize, I'm not on any medications, no diabetic, no high blood pressure, no cholesterol, which cholesterol medicine is bad for your liver. I don't know if you know that or not. Yeah, I learned that from John Hopkins. It can cause liver damage. So, if I could get anybody that's a carbaholic to stop being you're always a carbaholic, to really start focusing on themselves and really take care of themselves, I mean, it would be amazing. What I've done for myself is one thing. I said, but I want, what it is, when you find something good, you find a purse sale, you want to yell from the highest mountain, everybody go to I Love Duty right now for $69.95, get this. That's how I am with keto. I want everybody to be healthy. I want you all to live to see your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren. But not your great-great-grand. I guess you'd be 100 and some years old, maybe. So, think of this as the best purse sale in the world. But you make yourself healthy. So, if you want me to do, like I said, I did cook the ground beef, but I did that for myself for tomorrow anyway. It wasn't meant to be a cooking video. Anybody that came in later, they wanted to see what I added to the ground beef that I'm putting in the fridge and going to add to my scrambled eggs and omelets and stuff like that, then you can do the replay and watch that. So I think that's it. Does anybody have any questions about keto, or if you want me, I don't know if it's how much more I can go in depth of it. It's really just the natural foods, just the right foods, and cooking them in the good stuff. In the coconut oil and the avocado oil, the grass-fed butter. Okay, Ivana, I hope you like the replay. Oh, and if you guys can give me a thumbs up, I never ask for that in my regular videos. It just helps the analytics, and then maybe more people can see this. So if you guys would give me a thumbs up, I'd be happy. And actually, if you know anybody that's struggling with their weight, diabetes, high blood pressure, eating a lot of junk, maybe forward this video to them. Thank you. Thank you. You notice in my videos, I never ask for thumbs up or anything. I say at the end sometimes, please subscribe. But it's a given. If you want to give me thumbs up and please subscribe and share, it's fine. I'm just I want to get out there and help some more people. I want to give back. Thank you, Ivana. I gained 5 pounds back, though, during the stay at home. But I'm already down a pound, so I've already got 4 more pounds to get back to where I was. And then I'm going to go on from there. So, okay, it's like 50-some minutes. I did not want to go over an hour on this or anything. So, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, like when you have coffee. Coffee can also have too much caffeine and really bother people. But I use heavy whipping cream. That's keto friendly. And I also use monk fruit. Let me show you the monk fruit. This is definitely an acquired taste. Both of my daughters couldn't stand it. Thank you, says what? Thank you. This is an acquired taste, but it's probably about one of the healthiest sugars. It's from the monk fruit extract, so it's definitely natural. Does not spike your blood sugar. I got too much of this stuff that spikes my blood sugar. That's what I bought years ago before I started keto and realized everything had flour and stuff in it and dextrose in it, and So anyway, this Saturday will be a purse video. If everybody's tired of me talking about the keto stuff, but hopefully, I hope people will enjoy this. Like I said, if you know anybody that are struggling with their weight and diabetes and everything, go ahead and share it. Forward it on. Oh, yeah, those eggs. Those eggs are great. Unless they're out of the Nally's eggs, if they're out of it, because a lot of stores sometimes are out of eggs, I grab them whatever. But, I try to get those, or the Vital eggs. The Vital eggs are, like, to me, the very best, but like $7 a dozen, which here is expensive. I don't know if that is in California or anything. But it's all about your ingredients. The salts you use, the sweeteners you use, no flour, no whatever. Okay. I think I'm going to stop here, guys. Unless you got any questions. If you don't have any questions, I guess I'll stop here. Am I talking too long? I want you all to stay really healthy. I hope this COVID hasn't touched anybody or anybody's family. So far so good here for us. And they say the second wave could be pretty tough. But that's why you got to get your immune system going. All right, I'll talk to you all later. Love you guys. And look for me to have another video Saturday. I'm not sure what time Saturday yet. If you guys have any ideas which would be the best for East Coast time, you can let me know maybe in the comments or something. But I'll talk to you all later. All stay safe, stay healthy, and try to eat right. Love you all. Bye for now.